Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing the reading for the Aquarius New Moon, which is happening January 29th, 2025, peaking at 7:35 a.m. Eastern Time. So this is our first new moon of the new year, which is also the Lunar New Year, the Chinese New Year. This is the year of the snake, I believe. And so that's just interesting if you want to go look into that and what that means for the year. But yeah, we're going to get in and just see what's coming up with this new moon's energy, what kind of energy it's bringing up. And then at the end, we'll get in with the oracle cards to get some kind of themes, lessons of this new moon. So I actually did record this video already a few days ago, but it was so scatterbrained and a mess that I'm re-recording it. So I'm interested to see if it kind of comes out the same way because I don't know. The energy does feel a little chaotic, and that's probably given to the fact that, Pluto is in Aquarius, and we also have Mercury that just entered Aquarius, or it's about to enter Aquarius. It will be in Aquarius during the new moon. And it'll be conjunct Pluto. Obviously, the sun is in Aquarius. I believe that is all the planets in Aquarius. Ceres, the asteroid, may also be in Aquarius. So we've got Aquarius energy going on. And of course, the big Pluto shift is a big shift that we are dealing with, and I think it's very interesting that the Lunar New Year is starting off with a new moon in Aquarius. Just seems like a good energy with all of the shit that's going on. So, oh yeah. If you are unfamiliar with my channel, I always like to go over the previous full moon and new moon of the current moon sign. That is just the 6-month and the year cycle of the current moon sign. So you can kind of look back in your journals, camera rolls, wherever you keep some notes, to see if things are coming up that were coming up before. So the previous full moon in Aquarius was August 19th, 2024. That is the 6-month cycle. And the previous new moon in Aquarius was February 9th, 2024. So that is the year cycle. Again, I just recommend looking at these days if you want to see if any reoccurring themes have been coming up for you, if this moon's energy has been stirring up something a little bit more deeper rooted for you. So new moons are generally a time of reflection, release, of planting new seeds, setting new intentions, but it can also be emotional shedding, having some shadow work and banishing kind of things that we do. Also, like I said, planting seeds, getting inspiration. Generally, this is a more internal kind of time. The moon's light is low, therefore, our emotional energy is a bit low. We are turned more inward. At least that's how I experience the new moon. You could always be a little different for everyone, and Aquarius is ruled traditionally by Saturn, modern by Uranus, and some keywords with the sign can be humanitarian, friendly, original, innovative, independent, intuitive, progressive, intellectual, loyal, detached, unpredictable, emotional. Those are just some keywords. That is not everything that goes with Aquarius, but it is interesting to think about, how the Pluto in Aquarius is going to work out for us over these next 20-ish years, how it's already kind of been showing up in terms of humanitarianism and the collective kind of banding together. So I think this new moon will be interesting at the very least. So all of that aside, yeah. Let me just introduce myself if you are new here. I am Marie. I am an intuitive tarot reader. I generally do readings that have to do with healing and shadow work and, personal healing kind of stuff. I'm not much of a prediction reader, but I do them occasionally when I feel called to it. I do have a prediction post I put out on my Threads account that I will link in the description box if you're interested. Go see that. It's more political orientated, just a warning. So that's that. I am also an artist of multiple forms. I create stickers, I create notebooks, I create a bunch of different art, and I also create a bunch of witchcraft products, including spell oils, spell jars, little kind of witchcraft kits, intention bracelets, all kinds of things. So all of that aside, let's just hop into the reading and see what's coming up with this new moon in Aquarius. All right, so we're gonna get in and we're gonna see what is coming up with this new moon in Aquarius. Today we have my cat, who is nicely chilling beside us for the reading. I hope I didn't disturb him too much. He's usually being a menace, so I'm hoping that he remains chill. All right, what is coming up with this new moon in Aquarius? for the collective that is coming up with this new moon in Aquarius. All right, we have the Two of Pentacles reversed. So, a bit of a juggling act, a bit of a misbalance in our life. You know, this is actually kind of similar to how the other reading started. A redirection of our energy. You know, the moon card is also down here. It just like slid out. But a redirection of where we are putting our energy, our time, our focus, especially in the current climate. If you are in the U.S., I believe my analytics say most of my viewers are from the U.S. And with our recent election and inauguration. So I believe that this is also just in our personal life. But generally, reevaluating how you are spending your time, your money, your energy. Where are you putting your focus? Where are you putting your money? Especially with all these corporations showing their true colors and how they are. Please do not do that while on camera. And like showing their true colors with their diversity programs and whatnot that they are cutting back. Yeah, so focusing on where we are spending our time, money, energy. Especially when we got the moon card down here. And the moon alluding to illusions, lies, deception, generally things unknown. And we also have the Strength card behind that. Oh, and we got the Hermit behind that. All right, so this is definitely a time of going internal, finding answers within yourself, 222 on the clock there, and finding a rebalance of your own energy. So I'm feeling like there are a lot of us that are feeling scattered, and I do think that that is the goal of, you know, propaganda, is to leave us confused, scattered, scared, just overall not in our, what's the word I'm looking for? I was going to say not in our right mind, but that doesn't sound right. Just not working at our best, not thinking things through our best. Like, we're just not working at our full caliber because so much is being spent on survival, so much is being spent on, like, what do I do? What do I do for other people? What do I do for myself? And I believe that this is kind of a time for us to pull back our focus and really return to our internal world. You know, the moon can also symbolize emotions and our internal world, our subconscious. So take a look at the things you are allowing to influence your subconscious. And now I'm not saying to ignore the news and to become totally detached from what is going on, but I do think that there needs to be some kind of limit to how much you consume. Because I know, at least for me personally, if I'd watch the news, check the news every single day, I begin to lose my head. I begin to lose all my sanity and all my hope because it just feels so doom and gloom. And we also had the King of Cups reverse come down here. And I think that that's kind of saying the same thing. Is like, the King of the Cups traditionally is, you know, a guy who can steadily handle his emotions. He is emotional regulation. You know, he's able to watch the waves come by without getting swept away by them. With able to balance his logical mind with his emotional mind. And I think that's where we're kind of falling apart right now, is we may be swayed by our emotions a little too hard right now. And like I said, like, that's not a terrible thing. It's totally valid to feel how you're feeling with everything going on. But again, that is their goal, is to keep us confused, keep us scattered. And so the way to resist and fight back would be to, you know, work against that, work to get grounded, work to regulate your emotions, stay informed, but not overwhelmed. And what do we got down here? Yeah, 5 of Swords reversed. It's like a lose-lose battle if you just keep overloading yourself with information. And we need to have some balance there, particularly in our emotional world right now. I feel like we are just so scattered. And this new moon is going to bring up these scattered feelings. And I think it's going to also be bringing a lot more information, emotional information, big information. And we need to have a good outlet, a good coping skill box that, you know, to make our way through it. Oh, I do feel like I'm still kind of stuttery. Not as bad as the other video, but definitely not, you know. Alright, what else can we say about this new moon in Aquarius energy for the collective? Alright, we got the Star reversed, but we have the King of Pentacles at the bottom here. And the Nine of Pentacles below there. So, I think that this is kind of reflecting back that hopeless feeling that, especially when it comes to safety and resources, that's what I feel like these pentacles are really signifying, is like safety, physical safety, and just staying, well, staying grounded, yes, but staying like comfortable, safe, secure. But I believe that this is reflecting to us how we feel insecure. We feel like we're not able to handle this. We're like losing our hope. We're losing our sight of the future. And I believe this new moon is trying to remind us to not let these things make us lose hope. Hope is one of those things. Have you watched The Hunger Games? Because if you watched The Hunger Games, you would know, like, you know, hope can give that spark, that, you know, that flame, that thing to hold on to. If there is no hope, if you feel helpless, then it is so hard to get anything done because you just feel like, what's the point? But if there is hope, if there is any hope, you will continue working towards getting things done and making things better. And so I believe that this Star with these supportive cards is reminding us there is still a light at the end of the tunnel. There is still something to be working towards. And this is the card of Aquarius. So it's a reminder that your wishes are not just wishful thinking. Your dreams are not just wishful thinking. We need to do physical work to make them a reality, though. There is a sense of, you know, this kept coming to my mind too. So I wonder if this is part of this. I've been thinking about manifestation and how manifestation requires some level of action. Like, even if you're a witch and you do spells, there is some level of physical action you need to take to support your workings, at least most of the time. You know, sometimes, yes, we can just make miracles happen. But especially on a bigger collective level like this, we need some physical action to support our magical manifestation kind of actions. We need to be laying the groundwork, which means calling your representatives, emailing your representatives, writing them, you know, whatever. You know, if it's not that extreme, maybe just making political rebellious art. It doesn't even need to be political rebellious in theme, but just taking care of yourself and nurturing your joy is an act of rebellion in itself. Just refusing to give in to the helplessness is an act of rebellion itself. So don't think you need to be doing these grand gestures. You just need to be holding on to the hope that there will be room for joy, and that there is room for joy. This is a nuanced world. We are able to have multiple things be true at once. And so I believe this is a reminder to hold on to that hope, hold on to that North Star, hold on to those dreams, hold on to that wish, and also put in some work. Put in some work. And with the Nine of Pentacles here, I believe there is definitely some independence that comes through. We even got the Ace of Pentacles reverse, and that definitely came out in the first reading too. There are communities and spaces to be a part of, I believe, that will take a little work finding, and it may also take the work of you starting it. You know, some of you may be the ones that begin the community, that make the space. And we all have our own part to play, I think, is kind of the thing going in here. But generally speaking, don't lose hope. And again, the King of Pentacles, he is really good with his time, his money, his energy. He is good with his resources. He knows where to spread them. He knows how to make them last, especially through the winter kind of thing. So that is another thing to take stock of, is your resources, your mental resources, your physical resources, your money. Again, back to that Two of Pentacles in the beginning. Where are you spending? Where are you consuming? What, you know, who are you inadvertently supporting by giving your energy or your money to these areas? Would they be better spent on yourself, on your community, you know? Look for these ways that you can spend more of your time, your money, your energy on your community, on your dreams, despite what the collective energy feels like. Because I'm not saying to ignore it. I'm going to keep repeating that as many times as I need to. I'm not saying ignore it. I am saying don't get washed, like don't let yourself get washed away in it. 11:11 on the clock there. Don't let yourself get so bogged down by what is happening and what you see on the news that it keeps you from making any moves. All right, what else for this Aquarius new moon? What else for this Aquarius new moon? The Ten of Cups reversed. All right, we got a lot of reverses coming out here, but I feel like these are all cards that are like reminding us to go internal and figure out how we can get them upright, how we can get this Ten of Cups this way. How can we get that kind of happy, fulfilled, emotional fulfillment? Because that's what the Ten of Cups is. It's like emotional fulfillment. It can be a bit of a family and relationship card, but overall, it is emotional fulfillment. It is like dreams come true, sharing with your community, sharing with the people you love, motivated by love and dreams and passion. So how can we get this back upright? We got the Queen of Cups reversed down here, which was more subconscious. We got the Nine of Cups reversed. We got a lot of reversed cups coming through, which is definitely telling me there are emotional blockages. And again, it's totally understandable. I'm not trying to discount that fact. I'm just saying that this would be a good time to take some deep breaths and to learn some emotional regulation. What can help us get through these stressors, because they're not going to just go away overnight. Even if he was to die, they would not go away. Not with him dying. Would that kind of set back some of these things? Probably. It would slow it down a bit. I'm not going to say I don't want that to happen. But it wouldn't end the problem. So, I'm sorry. It's hard to like figure out how to word this delicately. But generally, some emotional regulation, some taking care of ourselves, some real emotional self-support is in stock here. And looking at what's triggering, like what is it triggering particularly? It's probably safety for a lot of people. I'm sure a lot of people feel unsafe, and it's very hard to get anything done. It's very hard to be passionate when feeling unsafe. So find how you can make safety for yourself and the people around you. And have a game plan. You know, start taking measures to gather information that may not be available in the coming months. I don't think that this is going to be something that lasts long term, but we're going to go through a bumpy patch before it gets better. So take the measures you can, you know, download PDFs, print them out of information that you want that may not be easy to access in the future. Reproductive rights kind of things, you know, all of those things. Maybe locations around your city, state, neighborhood that are safe places to go. What else? Oh, we got that Queen of Cups back, but now she's upright. So now I feel like this is intuition. This is definitely tending to your feelings. This is, we got the King of Wands down below, which I do feel like brings back following that spark of passion, following that spark of inspiration, following your anger even, because anger can be a really good motivator. Now, yes, we need a good outlet for it, but that's the point, is it can be a really good motivator for you to get an outlet for it. But intuition, paying attention to your dreams. If you are someone who dreams a lot and has a lot of vivid dreams, I would say now your dreams may be giving more, especially with the North Node in Pisces right now. We have a lot of water energy in the air. We also have a lot of air energy in the air. So, but yeah, paying attention to what is important to you and what your intuition is telling you, where it is nudging you, what kind of symbols are you seeing? because that's kind of what I'm feeling with this card right now, is symbolism. Like, there are things, I feel like there's a good group here that's like developing their intuition, and just things are starting to make more sense to you. I still feel like that inspired action is coming through too with this King of Wands. Inspired by the things that you are, that are coming through your intuition. Ooh, 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 I didn't want that. All right, we've got the Nine of Swords reversed, and we've got the Lovers card. So, Nine of Swords reversed. Dreading making decisions. Dreading taking certain actions. I feel like this is coming back to that fear of following your intuition, fear of changing like how you do things. And ultimately, I think it's just going to come down to like what's most important to you, what is going to help you on your journey of growth the most, what is going to be the most supportive of the dreams that you hold, the wishes that you want fulfilled, what is going to fill your cup. And try to remember that these are just anxieties. These are just like nightmare kind of energy, anxious energy. These are not reality. These are emotions and thoughts that spin through your head. They are not reality. But yes, difficult choices ahead. Difficult choices that will set us on a certain path. Now, things can always change. All right, we've got the Devil card. That's so interesting because I was just thinking about that. So, if you notice in the Lovers card and the Devil card is the two people here. These two people here, they are not bound tightly. It's probably hard to see from there, but they are not bound tightly. This is kind of a card of like addictions. I feel like it's also a card of consequences of your actions. You know, consequences to the decisions you make and where they lead you. But they are not bound here. They are able to leave if they want. But they are feeling restricted, even back to this. They are feeling restricted by their own thoughts, their own beliefs. We got the Queen of Wands here. So you definitely have the ability, the energy and the spark, the inspiration. What is the word I'm looking for? I can't find it. But you definitely have the ability to get out of this situation if you happened to end up in it. Because I do feel like this decision... it's going to feel very complicated, and this might be relationships for some of you, since we have so many cup cards here. It's maybe relationships to pull back out of and like just kind of distance yourself from, but it's also just how you show up, how you take care of yourself. Are you going to give in to temptation? Are you going to give in to the easy way of coping, the maybe less healthy coping mechanisms that you have? And we all have them, you know, to varying degrees. Or are you going to take, you know, the path less traveled by, the path that's a little harder, the one that, you know, will take a little bit more reflection, it'll take a bit more growth, it will take a bit more commitment. But either way, remember that you are not stuck here if you end up here. If you're currently here, you are not stuck here. You can work through these things. First step is acceptance. The first well, actually, awareness is the first step. The first step is becoming aware and acknowledging these things and not giving yourself, like, not critiquing and shaming yourself if you end up in this kind of position, because it happens, you know, it's life. We're human. But understand that you have the tools, you have the ability, and only you have the ability to get yourself out of that. All right, that was that's so interesting how they came out together. I'm sorry, I'm still blown away at that because they go together in the story. All right, anything else we need to know about this Aquarius new moon before I pull out the oracles? Got the Six of Swords, which is the Mercury in Aquarius card. And the Six of Swords is all about moving forward, moving ahead. You know, that choice we have, moving ahead. But, you know, we take a little bit with us. But you need to be diligent about which kind of baggage and which things you want to bring with you. Because your boat can only hold so much. You know, what can you release? What can you let go of to make more room, to make this a more steady journey, to make this more stable? and understand that some things will still come with you. But which ones are you going to choose to bring with you? Which beliefs are you going to choose to bring with you? Which situations, which, you know, what are you choosing to bring with you on this journey ahead? And we have the Hermit back at the bottom and the Emperor. So I believe this Hermit card keeps coming out because it is reminding us to go inward and like really take some time of solitude to get some answers, but not to get stuck there in the over analytical kind of way, because we have the South Node in Virgo right now and we have the North Node in Pisces. So we are finding that balance of looking at the details and looking at the big picture. And so I feel like maybe some of us are on one extreme or the other. And like, this is a time for reset, a time to disconnect. This is also like a card that reminds me of like, put your phone away. Put your phone away, turn it off, you know, block some news outlets, disconnect for a little bit. And the Emperor is definitely that take charge energy and remember your power, remember your capabilities, remember what, we got the Ace of Cups down here. Remember your authority, especially over your own life and your own emotional well-being. All right, you know, I think that's it with this. But again, coming back to that whole, only you can make these choices to make your life better. And that comes all the way back to this Two of Pentacles and, you know, the Star card and all of this. These are decisions you need to make to support yourself and to support the people around you. I got 222 again up there. So what can you do to take care of yourself? What can you do to nurture yourself? What can you do to make sure you're listening to yourself and your needs? That clearly wasn't supposed to happen. Alright, give me a minute to gather my cards. Alright, we're back. They just flew away. These cards are so slippy. Alright, what are the major themes and lessons coming up with this new moon in Aquarius? What are the major themes and lessons for the collective coming up with this new moon in Aquarius? Shine. Very Aquarius energy, you know, being unique, expressing your unique self, and still delving into the things that matter to you, taking up space, expressing your joy, despite, you know, it may be feeling a bit weird to do that right now. This also helps you find people, like-minded people. Please don't slide away again. And make space for joy. Else? Choices, like I was just saying with the Lovers card here. Choices need to be made. Choices to how you're going to move forward. Choices about, you know, hard choices. Usually that's when this card comes out, is when there are tough decisions needing made. Decisions that will impact which direction things are going. What else? What else? Worlds within worlds. This is more of that looking at the big picture or the little picture, finding that middle ground kind of energy. And we have intuition at the bottom. Yeah, finding the middle ground, finding how all of these things relate to one another. The big picture relates to the little picture. I am not great at wording these things. All right. How things happen on a lower level. Yeah, okay, this is coming together. How things happen on a lower level, you know, with the shine and the choices, where you're putting your energy, your time, your emotional regulation, that reflects around you, inspires other people around you, and those things in a minute way begin to spread in a bigger way. So I feel like that's just really reflective also of the whole Virgo, South Node, Pisces, North Node, bigger picture, little picture kind of thing. Let me look at the card too, because I know they word it better than I'm wording it. Peace comes from within the souls of men when they realize their oneness with the universe, when they realize it is really everywhere, it is in each one of us. This card serves as a reminder to look within yourself for answers. It's wonderful that you're so open to the opinion of others, but be discerning. Use your inner knowing to decipher and interpret what feels right for you. Many look for the source of life outside of themselves, but if you truly wish to connect to that greater pool of consciousness, look within. Yeah, okay, so this is also kind of an intuition card. But it's also seeing how yourself is the greater body within you and the cell that also needs to hold the vibration. Okay, hold on. I skipped ahead a little. How you are as the creator of your own world ultimately affects the outer world that you are also a part of. So, like if your cell is sick in your body, then that sickness slowly starts to spread. The earth is a cell in the body of the universal energy. It is vital that the vibration of earth is raised positively to affect the greater universal body. So yeah, this is about expanding our own energy, raising our vibration, if you use those terms, and spreading that around us. You know, more of that, like I said, from the micro to the macro, and how things that we do for ourselves will spread around us. And that comes back to that community kind of energy too. And just how we need to work together and inspire each other to not lose hope. So the choices card, to make your decision, ask yourself which experience best allows my soul to grow. If you have drawn this card, you have come to a crossroads in your life where choices and decisions need to be made. This period can be quite challenging as you weigh your options. Your mind tells you one thing, yet your heart feels differently. The mind, with all its logic, reinforces your core beliefs and what is safe and secure with creature comforts and stability. Your heart, on the other, pushes you to explore possibilities and adventures that seem all too foolish and irresponsible to the mind. Your soul longs to grow, evolve, and expand in higher states of consciousness. Your heart knows this as it is a guiding force within you. The mind is a vehicle that assists you in getting where your heart needs to go. All right, are you growing in your current situation, whether it is a relationship or working environment? Or does spirit have to bring outside influences, such as changes in your working environment or a new friendship, that causes you to review your current relationship? Why play it safe? You have one life to live, and the mission isn't to be too cautious. Our goal is to grow and expand. Yeah, so that's that. And where's the shine card? What was that? 29. Shine, for you not only light your path, but the path of others around you. If you've selected this card, Spirit encourages you to shine your extraordinary, radiant light. You have traveled a long road full of experiences that consisted of reservations and uncertainty of self. Now you have found yourself inspired, motivated, and ignited with a sense of purpose and passion. Limitations of the mind that once kept you bound have released you. Now you are ready to take the next step. It is time to follow your heart's true calling and sing your unique song. So, you know, this is about building on your creative passions, following your passion, your heart. Very much heart-centered stuff going on here. Although this is a sacral-related card. A strong current is propelling you forward in a positive direction, steered by the heart. A path that is driven by the heart is a soul that is limitless and fruitful. Have fun during this wonderful time and express your beautiful soul for the world to see. You deserve it. All right. And that comes with Aquarius energy, because we have the Aquarius New Moon happening, then we will have the Leo Full Moon. And so these are both signs that are all about your individualism. These are all signs that are about your uniqueness, about being different, about, well, maybe Leo's not so much about being different. But anyway, about letting yourself be seen and not necessarily having to follow the status quo, and letting yourself, you know, express. And I think that comes back to what I was saying here, is like where we are spending our energy, where we are like reserving ourselves. Make room for joy, make room for expression, and understand that that in itself is an act of rebellion against, you know, what's going on. To find joy, to find hope, to find all this care within yourself, empathy, the sin of empathy. And follow your intuition and your heart, because it's leading you somewhere, and it's leading you somewhere that, you know, you'll need to make some choices, but they will be for the greater good. They will be for your own growth and for the collective's growth. So, all right, I'm going to cut it there. This went a little long. It wasn't as chaotic as the first one I recorded, so that's good. But anyway, I hope that this helps whoever it reaches, and I hope you have a good new moon in Aquarius. And yeah, just remember to keep holding on, keep fighting back, even if it's in your own small way of taking care of yourself. You know, every part matters. So do what you can. Be mindful of where you are spending your time, your money, your energy. You know, support small businesses. You know, support the little people in your community. I can't say that enough, but yeah, remember who, in the Hunger Game terms, remember who the enemy is. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Have a good new moon. I will see you during the Leo full moon. Try to keep your spirits up. I know it's hard. Try to. All right, see you guys.